Morning, everybody. Rachel with Dakota Wind Meat Goats, and it is July 9th, day after the sale. We've got some girls that we're going to move to a different location. Got Mom backing up the trailer. You need to go that way a bit. You're going to hit the lick tubs over here. Needs to come here. So just wanted to thank everybody for subscribing to the channel, watching our videos, leaving comments. I really enjoy visiting with you guys when you leave comments and answering any questions. So again, really appreciate it. I think that's perfection. So open this so the boys can run in here, eat this. Lucy can go around, get a drink of water, and then they can eat on the lick tubs because boy, the boys really need it. Shut off the water to one of these tanks here. Load these girls up. I don't think we're gonna let the boys into this barn because they have this barn, and until we get some of the girls moved that are in heat, they smell really bad. So we don't want them in a barn where we might be using. So got that section baled up last night, got it done, and it is a very hot and humid day, so it is time to take the alfalfa down. I'm not going to go all the way down there because the bugs are bad. But yeah, we usually don't like to see it flower too much, especially on a second cutting, but we had to wait for the weather to dry up a bit, and hopefully this will dry within 1 or 2 days, depending on the dew. So yeah, looks good. Ron's out there in the AC tractor just going round and round. Okay, so today we mow-code almost all of our big alfalfa field, and the mosquitoes are awful out here, so we're just gonna do a quick look, and hopefully then in a couple of days we rake and bale. Okay, and then at the same time we're taking this down. Grass got pretty tall. There are a couple of thistles in there, so we had to get it taken down. Wow, good job, Mom. You got a lot done today. Woohoo! Nice thing is once we get this raked up and off of here, then it comes right back up. And the goats will have some fresh grass to eat on then in about 2 weeks. And then the next field will be this one. Season has officially begun, and we are going full force. And then the gentleman that does our farming for us is spraying for weeds, and we have a water faucet out there, so that's where they parked everything, and they bring the sprayer up. So gotta keep the weeds down in order to get a good yield on our soybeans. Alright, so it's about 9 o'clock at night, and the dew is already setting on, but we have a good 5 to 7 days of dry weather. So we're going to sign off for now and get out of the mosquitoes and start again tomorrow. It is July 11th. And it is the evening time. Got out here, haven't been feeling real great, but wanted to come out and visit the goats. Again, thank you so much for your support. Everybody who is subscribing to the channel and viewing the videos and hitting that like button and leaving any comments that you have. We sure appreciate hearing from you. So with the boys here, we've been picking up hay that's been mowed down at the ditch to feed them. and they love it, of course. But I have to say, these guys eat a ton of it. We have filled this. This is probably the third time today. So we just take our little trailer, hook it onto the side-by-side, and run on out to the road, fill it full of ditch hay. We don't have a square baler, which would be nice, because then we could square bale all that stuff up, but this works, keeps the shoulders in shape. So most of these with the big white ear tags, those are girls. And the ones with the small yellow tags are boys. So there's still some boys left in here. We didn't get rid of all the wethers. What we did is we sorted off what we thought was the heavier wethers. So we still probably have about 10, 15 wethers in here. Hi, Big Red. So they will go when they're just a bit heavier. And of course, because Big Red's my favorite. You can't even get in here, can you, little pipsqueak? I better flip these over and kill two of them. Okay. I know. Yep. I put 5 buckets in this morning. Well, there are quite a few doelings left in this. And they're mostly on corn. Is that a comfortable sitting rock?
Yes, it is. Maybe that's what I'm missing in my life. Sitting on a rock.
Comfortable sitting rock. I love you. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Yeah. Just like to walk around in the evening when the girls get home and say hi to everybody. Some of the girls are a little too tame, but some of them just need that interaction. Need to have you walking out here and saying hi. Yeah, these are 2 of the new girls. And they're not super tame, but they're getting there. Okay, so we ran out of corn in our grain bin down there, but luckily we have 2 grain wagons that are full of corn. So now we're at ease. Darn goats got in here and made a mess. We have this all nicely picked up. Oh, that's nice corn. Yes, it is. Now let us look in it. And it is July 13th. And it is about 95 degrees right now with a heat index of over 100. So just out here checking on the goats. And they're laying down in that creek bottom where it's nice and cool. Heading in the tall grass. It was sunshiny out, but then we got a little overcast, and I can't say that that is a bad thing at all, because dang, it was hot, 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 hot. So this morning we had a whole bunch of fog, so we couldn't do any of the baling, so moved some of the hay bales off the field, because if it continues growing like what it has been, we may get a second cutting off of there, and that would be amazing to have that much more prairie hay. So again, that is our prairie hay field, and then this is our alfalfa. And we make our bales smaller. We make them 60-inch bales. smaller tractor, and it's easier for us to haul the bales around when they're smaller. And as you can see, didn't quite get done. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the alfalfa is now too dry to bale. If you bale up your alfalfa and it's too dry, then all the leaves fall off. And as we're looking at the ground here, not a lot of leaf loss because we've been baling it up. Of course, there's monitors in the baler that, you know, let you know what it is, and baling between, I'd say 17 to 19 or 20% moisture is what we shoot for. Anything above 20 really is too wet, and then you're going to start seeing some mold in your bales. So, and like I said, this morning there was a lot of fog, so it was just too damp to start. And then you get a couple of hour window when the sun is out where it's then gets too dry to bale. So where they're haying right now is a little bit of alfalfa, but there's some hay in there. We had a lot of weed thistles in there, so we decided to take that down so the fresh grass can grow back and stunt the growth of the thistles. What we're gonna do with that hay, I'm not quite sure. If we're gonna feed some of it, sell it as grinding hay, use it as bedding. You just really never know with this stuff how it'll turn out. But with all of the thistles in there, you know, it's not fun to feed it. The goats will eat around it. So, but then wherever you set that bale in and in the yards, then you get thistles growing there. But yeah, so that should be done today, and then either move bales off or wait until this evening and start baling the alfalfa again. But it still looks pretty good, and you have such a small window. The longer it's down on the ground, more likely it is to rot on the ground and get icky, and then you've lost a crop. So it's a fine line with alfalfa. We like to put up really good alfalfa with really good nutrients in it, with all the leaves on it, because that's where the nutrients come from. And so putting it up is a lot of work and a lot of back and forth, you know. Oh, is it too wet to bale? Oh, now is it too dry to bale? So putting up alfalfa is quite a challenge. Putting it up correctly is quite a challenge. So they are saying that we're supposed to get rain on Monday, and then after that goes, then we're going to take down this alfalfa as well. And then we've got a couple of small patches. Just running back out here really quickly because I guess the tractors are getting a little low on fuel, so I'm going to pick up my nephew. He's on the raking tractor, and then he's going to bring our Dodge 1-ton out. That's where we have the fuel tank. And so then we can fuel up the tractors, because I'm assuming that Ron, who's running the baler right now, will more than likely need fuel as well. Catch a breeze here. Whew. I'm glad he said something though before I got too far, because I was thinking about heading for the homestead. But for a heat index for today, really actually not all that bad out now that the sun went under the clouds. It'd probably be kind of hellacious if the sun was out. So, but as you can see, thistles here. And dang it, we wanted to get them mowed down before they seeded out, which is where they look fluffy. And we didn't get that done because it just got it was too wet to be out here. And it's kind of nice getting this taken down because the mosquitoes have been awful. Just awful. Because we've had just so much wet stuff. Oops, am I in the way? I'm just gonna drop that bale there. Pops it right out. And then there's a kicker bar back there that kicks it so you don't close your tailgate on it. Now with this stuff, you can go pretty fast and get it picked up. This is the one thing that I don't like about the double rakes is it does leave some of this stuff on the ground right in the middle. So yeah, 2 days ago you couldn't walk out here without getting almost carried away with the mosquitoes. So it means it's drying up a bit, and like I said, they hide in this tall stuff. So once this is raked up, baled up, bales off of here, it'll come back up, and then we'll put mamas and babies out here to graze this, because then it'll be nice, pretty, yummy stuff that comes up, and they'll just love that. See a little more hay there. I know, warm day. And the girls, who usually do not come home during the midday, they all came up and they had to get drinks and rub on the dirt pile back there. Good thing I came through and dumped all the waters, so now they have fresh cold water to drink in that tank and in that tank. And I have some fresh water for the boys too. Hush, you're fine, bottle kid. It's July 14th and we got some rain last night. There was a pretty bad storm that went through about 50 miles east of us. They clocked 84-mile-an-hour winds. And it doesn't look like we got those winds here, thank goodness. I'm gonna check to see if anybody checked the rain gauge just yet, and they did, and emptied it. So, looks like we got at least a ½ an inch though. But we got all of our alfalfa baled up last night, went until 2 o'clock in the morning, and the storm hit about 2:30. So, and tonight they're calling for more severe weather, and they're thinking tornadoes. So let's hope not. Okay, so we're out here looking at the bales and got it baled up right before the rain came in. So we do our bales again at 60-inch bales, so they're a bit smaller. So we got about 125 bales off of this patch here.